sit down and strap in because you're about to experience driving television.
Welcome to Driving Television. I'm Lacey Elliott.
And I'm Zach Spencer. You know what, Lacey? One of the nicest towns in North America, Detroit.
I've heard.
You know, all joking aside, Detroit does one thing very well. They put on a great auto show. So we're exporting from Detroit the 2012 North American International Auto Show.
Coming up on Driving Television.
This is Driving Television with your hosts, Zach Spencer and Lacey Elliott. Also on today's show, can the new Scion IQ take fuel savings to the next level? And this week, it's all about flexible seating. Driving Television is brought to you by Sansa, the intelligent way of washing your car.
Well, here we are, Detroit 2012 at the North American International Auto Show, one of the biggest auto shows in the world and definitely the premier auto show for North America. This is so important for the hometown crowd, the domestic three, but also the import manufacturers because North America represents so much in terms of auto sales. One of the overarching themes of this year's show in Detroit is they're bringing sexy back. The North American International Auto Show is literally the largest auto show in North America with thousands of journalists from all over the world congregating in Detroit. First up, we're going to have a look at a new family member from Prius. Toyota expanding the Prius brand to appeal to a much larger range of potential buyers.
Prius C is the new vehicle that we are bringing to the Toyota Prius family. We started introducing the Prius family. We've got the third generation Prius. We're going to be bringing in a plug-in vehicle. We've got the Prius V, which V is for versatility. And now we introduce the Prius C. Prius C stands for Prius City. It's a smaller, nimble vehicle, offers great value, great pricing. It'll come into the Canadian market at just under $21,000. It's got really spirited drive, great package, right in the heart of the segment that Canadian consumers like best.
The cheapest hybrid in the market.
It is the absolute cheapest hybrid in the market, and it's also the most fuel-efficient, non-plug-in hybrid of any vehicle on the market. So we're pretty excited by what Prius C represents.
Here's a look at a future generation Toyota hybrid. It's called the NS4 Concept, a plug-in hybrid. And really what executives were trying to stress with this new concept vehicle is that this could be the future design architecture for the whole Toyota brand. No longer conservative, but sleek and sexy and fashion forward. And what you'll notice on the front of the car is a very avant-garde looking design, something that we could see in the future from all Toyota products. Hands down, the sexiest looking car at the North American International Auto Show is the LF-LC from Lexus. Beautiful, curvy, and stunning looking car. This concept vehicle is a front-engine, rear-wheel drive hybrid system. Has beautiful curving lines and a lot of aggressive stance. What you'll notice most is the front end of this vehicle is going to be the signature for all Lexus products moving forward.
LF-LC is the embodiment of what new Lexus design and performance looks like. LF-LC has phenomenal bold lines. It's got a new rear end. It's got a new grille on it that is speaking to the spirit that Lexus designers are bringing to all of the vehicles. You'll start to see it in the GS and the GSH that are coming to market in 2012. And the LF-LC is all about what can come next.
Ford Fusion proves that a family car doesn't have to be boring. Some might even say that this Fusion looks Jaguar or Aston Martin inspired.
We're going to be the only midsize sedan to offer a gasoline, a hybrid, and a plug-in hybrid, all that will have best-in-class fuel economy versus their competitors, and of course some really neat technologies in the car, including a lane-keeping aid, adaptive cruise control, safety-oriented features. So we're excited about Fusion.
Big news for Canada, though, is the all-new Escape.
We're so excited about the new Escape, and as you mentioned, we've been the segment leader for the last 8 years. It's a really important segment for us at Ford of Canada. It's an important segment for Canadians just because it's quite large, the number of people that are driving small SUVs. So we've got a proven success on our hands. The cargo is the same as what we have with today's Escape, and of course, the outside and the exterior look of the vehicle is just fantastic. And the fuel economy, which is really important to Canadians, is actually better than the outgoing Escape, and it's better than our two primary competitors in the segment. So we're excited about Escape too.
The very first order of business at the North American International Auto Show is to announce the North American Car and Truck of the Year. And winning it for Car of the Year, the Hyundai Elantra. A lot of people thought that Ford might have an inside track with the new Focus, but Hyundai takes it. The Elantra also went on to win the Canadian Car of the Year. This is a good-looking car and proof again that a family car doesn't have to look dull. The Elantra has a lot going for it. A powerful and efficient direct-injection 4-cylinder engine matched to a 6-speed automatic transmission. A nicely fitted interior with all kinds of features of standard equipment. Plenty of room. This car might even go on to be the best-selling car in Canada for 2013. The winner of the North American Truck of the Year is the Range Rover Evoque compact luxury vehicle. Much lighter and more efficient than Range Rovers of the past, it's based on a Volvo XC60 platform and powered by a Ford 4-cylinder EcoBoost engine. A beautiful car to drive and stunning to look at, the North American Truck of the Year.
After the break, we'll find out what Honda, Ford, General Motors, and BMW have up their sleeves.
And a whole lot more, so stick around.
Closed captioning for this program is brought to you by Nissan. Innovation for all.
Over the past couple years, we've covered many different aspects of the green road, helping to find the path to efficient and sustainable transportation. We've covered new technology, more efficient packaging, smaller, lighter vehicles, and new ways of thinking. Here is a car that brings all of those elements together, a microcar from Toyota's Scion division called IQ. With the best fuel economy of any non-hybrid, this little car is a culmination of many small parts. In order to optimize the interior space of this micro car, the engine compartment had to be minimized. Things like the air conditioning system had to be reduced. In fact, this car has the smallest AC unit in the business. What you can't see is the small, thin gas tank underneath the front seats. Convinced that this car would be thrifty, the designers put in a very thin 32-liter tank. Why put in a big, heavy fuel tank if you don't need it? Believe it or not, this little car has 4 seats. Since a microcar doesn't need a large engine, engineers can utilize a smaller displacement motor like a 1.3-liter engine. A bigger 1.6 or 1.8-liter engine would be overkill. Another technology we've showcased on the green road that the IQ has is a continuously variable transmission, which is a 1-gear unit that can change the ratio of the gear rather than actually changing gears. All of this comes together to produce a combined city and highway fuel number of just 5.1 liters per 100K. The green road is going to be traveled by many different products, from plug-in hybrids to regular hybrids. But going smaller and packaging a small car like this with more advanced technology can also produce fantastic results.
Now, Lacey, before the break, we revealed the North American Truck and Car of the Year. By the way, the Car of the Year went on to win the Canadian Car of the Year, the Hyundai Elantra. It's a great car. If you want to watch the review, go to drivingtelevision.com.
Well, Zach, let's get back to Detroit.
This week on Driving Television, we're in the Motor City, Detroit, for the 2012 North American International Auto Show. Let's continue our trip into the automotive future. Next up, BMW, with some Olympic athletes on hand to help launch the new 3 Series. The 3 Series is not only the benchmark in the compact luxury sedan segment, it's the benchmark for a lot of other car manufacturers when it comes to handling and driving dynamics. BMW has a hot new engine offered in the 3 Series, in the 328i. It's no longer an inline 6-cylinder engine, but a 4-cylinder turbocharged unit with 240 horsepower. Of course, the top model for now is the 335i with the same inline 6-cylinder engine basically carried over from the current model, producing 300 horsepower. There's no M3 or Cabriolet available yet, but the 3 Series will continue its dominance in the compact luxury segment. BMW also owns the Mini brand, and they've done a great job of expanding the Mini models into all different categories. This is the world debut of the Mini Cooper Roadster. Now, Mini already has a convertible in their lineup. What's different about the Roadster is the fact that it only has 2 seats, and the fabric roof folds behind the rear seats for a lower, more compact-looking stance that really is eye-catching. It'll still be sold as a Cooper S, and a most powerful John Works model, the world debut of the all-new Mini Roadster. Dodge is filling a major hole in their model lineup with a compact car with a heritage name, Dart. This isn't just any compact car, it's built on an Alfa Romeo platform and has several engine choices to choose from, including very powerful turbocharged options.
Well, this is not your grandfather's Dart. You know, the original Dart had a good run from 1960 to 76. We sold almost 4 million Darts. But this Dart is really a modern-day rendition of it. And this Dart brings features and benefits and technology into the compact car segment that has, quite frankly, never before existed and doesn't exist to this day. 8.4-inch touchscreen, the largest touchscreen in the segment, a class-exclusive 7-inch TFT screen, 10 airbags, unsurpassed in the segment, best-in-class hip room, shoulder room. Americans are a little bit bigger than those of Europeans, and mid-size second-row leg room that's larger than that of the very popular Hyundai Sonata. So in many respects, compact car with mid-size interior roominess. And we've leveraged our alliance with Fiat, Alfa Romeo Giulietta DNA. That's the platform that we have leveraged, and then infused it with a lot of Dodge passion for performance and, of course, Dodge design.
Over at Honda, the big news was the Honda Accord Coupe concept. In the past, when we've seen a concept from Honda, it's been very production ready, and this coupe looks like it's ready to go, with new front and rear styling and a more sculpted angular body stance. The big news for Honda will be the introduction of a whole new list of engines for their Accord lineup, including direct injection technology. Acura had 3 concept models to showcase. This is the all-new Acura RDX compact crossover, now with a V6 engine instead of an inline 4-cylinder, making it more efficient. Big news for Canada is an all-new Acura compact luxury sedan. Gone is the CSX, this is the ILX. This is going to be sold not just in Canada, but throughout North America, with a great-looking exterior, luxury interior, sold as a 4-cylinder or a hybrid. The big news, though, was the NSX. It's back. Even though this is a concept vehicle, it is going to go in production in 3 years. No longer built in Japan, it'll be built in North America as a hybrid model. The V6 will power the rear wheels, and an electric motor will power the front wheels. A drop-dead gorgeous car, the all-new Acura NSX. On the General Motors main stage, Chevrolet rolled out the all-new Spark. This vehicle's been unveiled before, but it's worth showcasing because it's the gateway to the Chevrolet brand. Even smaller than the Sonic, inexpensive to run and inexpensive to purchase. A couple of concept vehicles that were unveiled. This is the 140S, a front-wheel drive car based on the Chevy Cruze platform, with seating for up to 4 people and powered by a 1.4-cylinder turbocharged engine, and it could be sold with a hybrid system. A very exciting car, another concept from Chevrolet. This is called the 130R. R for rear-wheel drive. This is an exciting showcase of what General Motors could do. It looks very similar to the BMW 1 Series from a distance. And if they get a good response on the auto show circuit, this car could go into production. We also sat down with Kevin Williams, the president of General Motors Canada, to talk about what's new with the Buick line.
And we're really excited about the new launch of the Buick Encore. The refinement that you find in the Enclave, our midsize SUV crossover, and you resize that down a few sizes and put all of the amenities in with the luxury, the quiet package, the quiet tuning, and all of those things, you get Encore. And Encore, we believe, is a significant vehicle for particularly the upscale urban markets that exist in Canada today.
One of the most exciting cars to come to market this year is a front-engine, rear-wheel drive, light and inexpensive model, the Scion FRS.
We wanted to bring Scion to market, and we wanted to do a couple things with Scion. We wanted to bring really great new vehicles to market. We wanted to get a younger demographic into the brand. We've proven that 10% of Scion customers are new. We've proven that they are, on average, 37 years old. And we know that we're conquesting about 64% of those customers from other brands. Now, we did that with 3 cars, XB, XD, and TC. Now we have a limited edition of what we call Release Series that we're bringing to market, and we'll be announcing those later this week. But we also have the FRS, and the FRS really speaks to the spirit of Toyota, a historical spirit. And it speaks to performance, it speaks to good looks, and it's going to be value-driven, affordably packaged, not only for that younger demographic that we're trying to attract with Scion, but clearly for any Toyota customer that says, I want to feel good about that car. It's a beautiful vehicle, and it's under the Scion badge in Canada.
With a 200 horsepower Subaru Boxer engine mounted low into the chassis, this lightweight FRS with rear-wheel drive is going to be very exciting for anybody that wants a performance rear-wheel drive car for an inexpensive price.
Lacey, do you know what an e-Bugster is?
Zach, you kind of...
What?
Well, we'll find out what an e-Bugster is after the break, and we'll take a look at 2 hot new products from Hyundai.
Gone?
Oh, you missed it.